This video is going to be super long, but stay till the end so you can hear the big update that I have in store for what's coming up next. As you guys saw in the previous video that I posted, I am having some issues with the van, which is true, I am. I can't get the van in till next week, unfortunately, to get fixed, so that means I can't haul anything at the moment. But what I thought I would do is come here to the storage unit and see if I can take apart any of these AC units, especially that central one and that central one. I will check those first. And then after I check those, if those are empty, I will go ahead and, start taking those apart. When I move on to the window AC units, I'm probably going to start with this one because the back is already off of it. That doesn't mean that it's empty, but I'm going to check it, as I think there's a port in there somewhere where you can check it, just like there is on the central AC units. There's a port there. So anyway, I got to get to it. I will let you guys know how things are going. So I checked this one first. That one is empty. And then I went over here to this one. I pulled this cap off. And as you can see, there's this little knob here. So I opened that up a little bit to see if I heard any hissing noise. I didn't, so I opened it more and still no hissing noise. So that tells me that that is empty as well. I'll probably open that other cap just to make sure. So my main goal today, if I can get it all done, is to rip apart that one and that one. And then if I have time, like I said, I'll start with that AC unit there. I was told a couple of these other ones are empty. Don't really know if I can take people's word on that, but that's where I'm starting today. Anyway, I will check in with you guys in a little bit and show you what I've gotten done. As I have previously mentioned, I'm now going to be sponsoring my own videos. So here is my book that I wrote called Letters to My Daughter. It is available in paperback as well as ebook format. It's $12 if you would like to order paperback. I believe it's $5 or $6 for ebook. It is 42 pages long, so it's not a long read. But anyway, the overview says, a down on his luck and devoted family man struggles to do what is right for both him and his daughter. Through writing a series of letters directed towards his daughter, he explains why he ultimately did what he had to do. But what is it exactly he had to do? The only true way to find out is to read the letters exactly as they were written. In a sense, you will be taken on the exact same journey that both he and his daughter have embarked on. Come along as the writer takes you through a series of misguided steps in murder and mystery as he begins to unravel what has happened to his daughter. Can he find her before it is too late? And then there's, of course, a little bio about myself. And I will leave a link to this Amazon listing in the video description down below. So you can feel free to check it out. By purchasing either an ebook or paperback, you will be ultimately helping out my YouTube channel. Anyway, back to the video. All right, so I got that central AC unit ripped apart. You can see all the steel there. There is the radiator. I threw the wires in that bucket, mixed them with some other stuff I had already picked up. Got the clean copper in that yellow bucket. You can barely see the radiator ends there. There's some brass breakage. There's the motor, and there is the sealed unit. And there was some copper breakage I threw in that bucket there. And you can see I still have all this paint from that last big job that was done. I still got to get rid of this stuff, but unfortunately I can't right now until the van gets fixed. So it took me about 20 minutes or so maybe 30 to rip that apart. I'm just kind of taking my time today. And so now I'm going to get set up to start ripping that one apart. I got this central AC unit ripped apart. All the steel for it I put in this pile with the other steel that I took off the other central unit. And put the rest of the copper wire in that bucket. There's the motor from it right there. This is the sealed unit right here. It's had a little bit of oil in it, so I'm draining it into that bucket. And then, of course, at a later time, the oil will be disposed of at the local hazmat to make sure it's disposed of properly. And then there is both radiators there. And both sets of radiator ends. And I put the copper pipe in there so you can see I'm getting a nice little supply of that. So the only thing I have left to do today is just clean up. I'm going to run a magnet through this to make sure there's no metal in there. Gonna clean this up, and I'm going to head home, and then I will be back here tomorrow. I am here for another day of pulling stuff apart. Again, I'm going to be starting with this AC unit right here. Not sure. I don't think I'm going to get a lot done today because it's snowing out. It's October 31st. It's snowing out, and it's about 35 degrees outside, and there's no heat in this storage unit. So I'm just going to do what I can. I might be here for an hour. I might be here for a half hour. I really don't know. Anyway, stay tuned. You can see that one small air conditioner is gone. I did take it apart. There is the metal from it. There was also a bunch of plastic too. And over here, those two small radiators right there on top are from it. And the small sets of radiator ends are there, and that little motor there. And then, of course, inside the tote, that small sealed unit is from it as well. So I'm just going to keep plugging away. I got about 2 hours left to be here. So I'm going to definitely try and see what I can get done today. I think the next one I'm going to move on to... Oh, that small one was empty. I think I'm going to try this one, because this one's been sitting outside for a long time. Of course, that doesn't necessarily mean it's empty, but I think this is where I'm going to head to next. Sometime over the weekend, I'm going to load up this pile of steel here onto my trailer. It won't be today. It'll probably be like Saturday. Anyway, yeah, so I'm just going to keep plugging away. I took that other window AC unit apart. There's the two radiators there. That other small sealed unit in there. There's the other electric motor for it. And then, of course, this is all my radiator ends here. And you can see over there, I'm collecting quite a bit of copper. I haven't run into any brass. And also over here, you can see I've got quite a bit of wire too. I will be cashing all this stuff in this coming week after my van gets fixed. But don't know exactly when. So right now, I do have to stop. Not because I want to, but because this pile of steel is getting out of hand. And also, you can see by the floor, I have a lot of picking up to do. There might be a motorcycle coming in here in the next couple of days. You never know. And so I need to make sure there's no screws or anything on the floor that can puncture a tire. And I got to put all my tools away. So anyway, I'm going to stop for today, like I said. And I will continue this coming weekend. Today's Thursday, October 31st, as I said. Tomorrow I'm not going to be here because my daughter has a doctor's appointment. But what I will probably do though is come here tomorrow and load up all this steel, and then I'll be back here this weekend taking stuff apart. And I know you guys saw a few videos ago that I ordered those vacuums, the recovery tank, all that equipment. And so far, with taking these window AC units apart and those two central AC units apart, I haven't had to use that equipment yet because this stuff has been empty. There is a few in here that I'm going to have to definitely pay attention to. I believe it's these three here, possibly that dehumidifier. I don't know about these window AC units, and I don't know about that one. But then I think this dehumidifier needs to be taken care of as well. So anyway, I'm gonna keep plugging away this weekend. When I do get a chance to go to the scrap metal yard, I'm definitely gonna have quite a load. Oh, and another thing I have in here is a bunch of. I have some aluminum in here. I have that, which is aluminum, and then at my apartment, I have like 8 to 10 pounds of cans, which will also be cashed in at the same time. After I get this steel out of here, I'm gonna come back with some boxes and try to get this stuff a little bit more organized. I'm gonna see what I can do with this paint. I don't know if I can do anything with it. It's gonna be kind of hard to stack up, but I'll see what I can do. Anyway, I'll get back at you this weekend. This here is my company website, bellplanjunkremoval.com. You can see right here it says save 10% on your next service. And then there's a spot right here where people can email to claim that offer. I'm going to exit out of there. And, if you want to, you can scroll through here. I will leave the website in the description box down below. You can see all the different pictures of things that I've done in the past. You can see the different types of services offered. I'm not going to go into any detail about any of this stuff because that's not the point of this particular clip. The point of this clip is that if you have a business and you want a professionally designed website, I'm going to leave you an affiliate link for you to sign up for this particular company, which is Zing. And if you sign up, then I get a $50 gift card. I just wanted to make everybody aware of that I do get some type of compensation for people that use my link to sign up for their services. Anyway, back to the video. It is Monday, November 4th, and it has been a few days since I was here at the storage unit. As you can see, nothing has changed since the last clip that I filmed. Here's all the steel, and then here's all the stuff that I sorted. And today's agenda is to get all this steel out, and then all of this stuff that's been separated out. And I did bring the trailer today. I have some steel on the trailer that is going to go along with a couple other things, I believe. And I brought some boxes and stuff to box up the stuff that hasn't been boxed yet. And the reason why I'm doing this is, I had said in the previous clips that I couldn't pull my trailer, and so I couldn't bring this stuff to the storage unit, which is actually true. I'm not supposed to be pulling my trailer, and I'm not supposed to be driving on the highway, but Facebook decided that they were going to debt my checking account for some ads that I haven't run in like a couple of months. And so now I need to bring this stuff to the scrap metal yard today to try to recoup some of the money that they took out, so I can make sure that I'm not going to be short when it comes to paying the mechanic shop to fix the van. I think I have enough, but I don't want to pay just enough and be left with no money left over. So That's why I'm here today. Anyway, I will show you what it's like after I get this stuff loaded. On the trailer, I have all the steel that was in the storage unit. It doesn't look like as much on here, but that's because on here it's laying flat, whereas in the storage unit it was standing up on end. And then in this barrel here, I had some scrap metal that was in the back of the van, so I threw it in here to make room. So that's all steel, and then of course there's that other steel that you guys saw in previous stuff. Back here, I have my electrical cords, which are right there. The radiator ends, there's all my wire. And then of course there's the radiators themselves, and underneath is everything else. There's all the copper, there's the sealed units, and in that box down there you can see the electric motors. And it had been a while since I had dug in the back of my van, and I totally forgot I had another electric motor sitting back here. So there's actually 5 in there. And then way up there in the back seat, you can see my container of cans. And then let me show you what it looks like in the storage unit right now. So here's where all the steel was. As you can see, that's gone. There's that dehumidifier, which was on the back of the trailer. I brought it in today. All the paint is still here, but that's what the sealed units were in. And then of course, you can see the other empty spots. That's where everything else was. So I am going to head to the scrap metal yard right now. Fingers crossed I make it. And then come back here, and I'm going to do some organizing. I'm going to try to start separating the AC units. So actually I have, let's see, how many AC units do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 AC units and 3 dehumidifiers. And then of course I have the refrigerator and freezer still too. But I'm going to go to the scrap metal yard now, and that'll give me an idea of what I potentially have left sitting in storage. So I'm going to head there now. So here's the breakdown for today of all the stuff I brought in. I'm going to do a breakdown today, and then I'll do a breakdown again at a later time for the stuff that's remaining, and I'll give you guys another update that I literally just found out about. Anyway, so I had 6 pounds of drop, 3 pounds of number 2 65% ICW, 7 pounds of radiator ends, 158 pounds of sealed units, 8 pounds of number 2 copper, 1 pound of yellow brass, actually 3 pounds of yellow brass, 61 pounds of electric motors, 47 pounds of clean aluminum radiators, 3 pounds of cans, and 300 pounds of shreddable tin. I have not added up that total weight yet, but, you know, this gives me an idea of what's left in the storage unit. There are some things that I added today, such as, like I said, I found that other electric motor in the back of the van, and then I did have some drop already. And then there was a couple other things. Oh, there was some metal left over from that other big job that I did. But as far as the sealed units go, the rest of the electric motors, the radiators, all that stuff, I'm assuming I have roughly the same amount of weight left at the storage unit. It's probably going to be a little bit less, but not by a whole lot. And then also, because of me bringing in all the sealed units today and all the radiators and stuff, the scrap metal yard had me sign a contract. They wanted the company name, the address, all that stuff. And what that then allows me to do is bring in refrigerators and freezers from now on, as long as the sealed units are out and the copper and the Freon and you know all this stuff. They have to be empty before I bring them in, but I can now bring those in and recycle them and get paid for it. So that's awesome. That definitely will help me out in the long run. Anyway, I think I'm going to stop this video, and then I will continue later on with the second half of the stuff that needs to go. Anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Have a great day.